No worries. All right. So, yeah, so not being casual and being intentional. So, um, a big part of that is just, being intentional with what you do, right? Like we're all agents. We all need to have a plan and time block. We've kind of gone over all those things before. You all have strengths. And kind of what I want to hit on is social media. Like you all do really cool things in your regular life and keep posting those things, but also incorporate your business and what you're doing. Don't waste opportunities showing a house. You may be showing one house all week, but that's going to be like your biggest chance to get in front of your people in your social media. I mean, this is 2022. Like social media is like the driving force behind most businesses now. Like we need to be taking advantage of that and be leveraging that to our advantage. Um, so what I do is I try to meet 3 new people every single day and I add them to Facebook. And usually I meet them in my hobbies doing things that I do like pickleball or in the military. Military is not a hobby actually, but it sucks and I don't like it. But if I have to be there, I'm going to make the most of it, and I'm going to meet people, and I'm going to force them to be my friend. So I got a new client this weekend from that actually. She has her house listed now, and she said her agent sucks and it's not working out. I can't say, "Wow, your agent does suck." Like I have to take like a neutral stance. I'm like, man, that sucks. Like if anything, whatever transpires, just keep me in the loop. Whatever, blah blah blah. So I'll likely have a new listing in Oregon City, so I can be selling OC. Yeah. So, but anyway, so yeah, just being super intentional with what you're doing. Um, don't be casual. Even like Jordan sent out that calendar where it kind of like makes you accountable. Did you all see that? Or it's basically I would go in and plug that into your calendars and make it a point to do whatever that day's task is. It's because it's probably not natural for all of you guys to post like regularly, right? Like
If you see what he and I are posting, it does not come naturally and it's usually uncomfortable. Just like disclaimer.
yeah.
But it gets easier. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean it is comfortable for me to post funny stuff because it's natural for me, but I have to be intentional with my business stuff because that is not natural for me. So I have to make sure that I am doing those things. So whatever that means for you, whether it's putting it in your calendar or having an accountability partner in our team, like you guys just check in with each other, say, "Hey, did you post your stuff today?" Blah blah blah. All right, like I noticed your stuff's been sucking on Facebook, dude. What's going on? Just check in with each other. Just find what works for you and be in front of your people. You guys, like I said, you all do incredible stuff on the outside of real estate. So even posting that, like a lot of times I don't see a lot of you guys. I'm not trying to like be rude or like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you guys do cool stuff. Like let everybody know what you're doing. Like
That was really rude.
I know. Stop sucking. No.
I think it's so serious.
Yeah, I know. Just let people know what you're doing. Like Obi, like send pictures of like your muscles to everybody. Like
Oh my gosh, do not listen to him.
no, like you have your, like you have your training stuff. Like post about your training stuff. I think you get a lot of engagement out of that, and then like have some like weird hilltop stuff in the background of your gym or people be like, "Oh dang, dude, you do all that stuff?" Like, yeah. So I don't know, just do things to connect with people, like give your unsolicited opinion on lots of people's stuff and see how it goes. That's what I like to do. I don't know.
Yeah, he does.
Just be active. Don't sit at home all day. Be uncomfortable. Nobody grows from being comfortable, right? Go put yourself in a position where it's uncomfortable. Like you do it enough, it's going to get comfortable, and then you just move on to the next uncomfortable thing, and you just live a really uncomfortable life. But it gets
my
better. I
gosh.
don't know where I'm going with it. Sorry.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
So a rubber band is not effective unless it's stretched. If it's just floppy and loose, it doesn't do anything, it has no purpose. But once you add a little bit of stretch to the rubber band, that's when it becomes effective. Same thing with us. We're not going to be effective unless we have a little bit of stretch and a little bit of area to grow. Now, obviously, we can be overstretched and the rubber band can snap, but we need a little bit of that tension to be able to help be useful and do what it is that we need to do. Otherwise, we're not growing.
Mhm.
Nice analogy. But if a rubber band sits in the sun too long, it can break soon. So don't be in the sun too long. Sorry. Anyway, all right, but cool. So anyway, be intentional. You're welcome. Yeah. And cool. So just find a way to keep yourself accountable, if that's, checking in with somebody else on the team and whatever works for you, but get active on social media, get out in the world, get out in your hobbies, do your hobbies, have fun doing it. People will take notice. Wear your real estate gear so you don't have to have an awkward conversation. People just know what you're doing and they'll approach you. So so that's good. And if you're like struggling to like drum up some business, I highly recommend hosting open houses, because you already have most likely a pre-qualified buyer ready to go. Like they're looking and they don't have an agent. Like you just step right in and you have business. So, it may take away from some weekends of fun, but it's a good way to get started. And the more you do that, the more business you're gonna get. And, business begets business. Like people see you're busy, you're gonna drum up business with your business. So,
Mhm.
so just keep doing the things.
Awesome. Actually,